Is this thing on? Hello? Is there anybody here? Hi. Good morning, everybody. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce. I'm with a YouTube channel called Stock Markets with Bruce, and I'm live from Palm Desert, California. How you doing? It's great to have you here. Nice to see you all. I like to talk about the markets as best I can in plain English, but I also kind of throw in my opinion once in a while. So you have to forgive me for that. Look, I'm trying to explain to you what's going on and why and how can you make money. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know that I have been telling you well, first of all, if you are a regular viewer of this channel, it's likely that you are an option writer now. You have become option writers. And if you're an option writer, times are good. And you're going to have a really good 2024. I'm going to tell you right now, 2024 is going to be a massively wonderful year because we're at the upside. We're there. We're at the upside, and we have had a campaign going on here now for several months since the summer peaks and the fall doldrums, and now this roll up to the end of the year. We have got money on the sidelines, they say, desperate for a place to go, and they've been steered. Dollars have been steered into the stock market, and dollars have been steered into the bond market to try to pump the bond market as well, because there are these shills, these professional promoters who are out there saying, oh, interest rates are going to get cut like you can't believe. Oh, wow, the Federal Reserve is on the precipice of wanting to cut interest rates so quickly. Why is that, you might ask? Well, apparently you cut interest rates when you feel an economy is losing steam and you need to help the economy warm up a little bit. It's gone a little too cool. You raise rates when economy is a little too hot to calm it down, and then you lower rates to get an economy going. Okay. What is it about the U.S. economy that needs help right now? Other than the bottom 50% of the population that is broke, that is on the streets, that are addicted to who knows what, have unbelievably bad medical situations, who are seniors that are living off the government's Social Security check and can't do it, or doing it but barely doing it, or are behind in bills, or the millions of people in the United States and then elsewhere who are, especially in the US, who are in debt up to here with student loans, credit cards. Other than those folks, do we drop interest rates? Are interest rates going to be dropped so that homeless people can get a loan at a lower price and get back on their feet? No, that's not. They're out. They have been kicked out of the financial system as far as contributing to the economy. They are under bridges. They're living on sidewalks. They're costing society money. Okay, so are we going to lower interest rates so that seniors can borrow money to what? What will seniors need to borrow money for? Buy a new house? No, they're downsizing if they've have done already. They can't borrow money. They have no income growth in front of them. They're sitting on Social Security. So, okay, well, people with medical issues, those who have $200,000 in medical bills and are going to get thousands of dollars in bills, lower interest rates so they can get loans to pay their medical bills. Good luck going to a bank and saying, hi, I'm suffering from all kinds of medical ailments and issues, and I need a loan for $300,000 to pay my medical bills at a nice low interest rate. Your banker's going to go, get out of here. No, I'm not going to lend you any money. So lowering of interest rates will not help the bottom 50%, 60% of Americans. They can't borrow a nickel from anyone anywhere unless it's a loan shark or maybe the last of their credit limit on their credit cards. Let's be frank. So, okay, well, then it's the upper 40%. All right, great. Okay, the upper 40% need lower interest rates because why exactly do the upper 40% need lower interest rates? If you're in the top 20%, let's say, that sliver, you don't borrow money. I mean, if you do borrow money, you borrow money that you don't need to borrow, but you write it off against other investments you have and cash flow you have. So it might help them a little lower rate. But I mean, what, a 6% loan is now a 4% loan? That's going to make the difference for all of America to just fire up its cylinders and employ millions of new people? No. So that leaves 20%. There's the 80% down to the 60%. That is the group that would benefit from lower interest rates. But what do you need the money for? Like, is your credit card going to reduce your credit card charges from 24% to 15%? No, so that's not going away. Your car loan that you signed up for, you want to get a new car. Right now, you're being offered a car loan at 8 to 10 to 12%. It's now going to be what, 6 to 8 to 10%? Is that the difference you need? You know that the price of the car is going up $10,000 if you get a lower loan rate. So you're not ahead that way. I don't see the big build up there. Mortgages, sure, I can see mortgages getting a little more active if you have lower rates on mortgages. But again, who can afford the mortgages? The 20 percentile in this zone are the ones who are going to be buying and selling. The bottom 60 can't get into the housing market. The top 20, they pay cash. So it's only this sliver of the economy that will be affected somewhat positively. But if they can't find a buyer for the house that they want to sell, where they want to sell it, and they can't find a house where they want to buy it in the price they want to buy it, then nothing happens. So all of a sudden, how many of the 20% are dying to flip their house? 5% of the 20%? Like, I don't know where the upside's coming from. This is what I'm wondering about. Here's the other thing. If you're a senior, you're in your 60s and up, 50s and up, and you've sucked away money, you've saved money, or you've downsized, you did sell stuff and you've got cash. You're sitting in a situation right here where you've got cash and you're asking yourself, what do I do with my money? 4 years ago, if you had 150,000, 250,000, 300,000 in cash, what interest rate were you being offered on your money? Zero. Your banker offered you nothing. Kind of like The Godfather. I offer you nothing. You're lucky to get 0.5%, 1% for 5 years. I mean, how many people out there were looking at money market funds going, I can't get anything on my money? Today, and in the last 6 months, we've had a lot of seniors out there and a lot of people with cash going, wait a minute, hold it a second. I can get 4 to 5 to 6% on my money, depending on what I put it into. If I put it into my local credit union or bank or whatever in town, they've got 1 year, 3 year, 5 year guaranteed investment certificates paying something in interest. I can shop around, see who's giving me the best deal. If you're large enough and you have an investment advisor through these larger investment advisory firms, they're calling you saying, we can put you into this money market fund. We can put you into this deal. We can get you 6.4%, 7.8% return. Government of the United States was paying 5% on treasuries. There's a lot of people out there who have locked up their money now for 1, 3, 5 years at these rates, and they're going to collect now. They're doing this. They're doing this. I'm 63, and I got 5.4% coming in for the next 5 years, and that's $500,000 I've locked away. I'm going to get $27,000 a year in interest, plus my Social Security, plus my pension, and I have an IRA, and I got a 401k. This is a 20%er. This is one of those 20%ers. Do they want lower interest rates? Actually, they don't. They don't want lower interest rates, because in 5 years, they're not going to get that 5 point whatever percent on their money, or 6%, or whatever they locked that up for. They don't want to be down at 2 and 3% interest. They don't want to be down there. Inflation, if it's down to 2%, theoretically, and it isn't, are they going to be happy now having to get a new 5-year term at 1.98% interest? They're not happy. No, they're not going to be happy. No. So what's the big deal here? The interest rates where they are now are normal. Where interest rates are today, historically, this is normal. And if your corporation can't make money with a 3 to 5% inflation rate, as they say it is, with 5 to 10% interest rates the way they are, then you don't deserve to be in business. You should be bought out by somebody else. You should go bankrupt. Because in the old days, the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, 5% interest rates were normal. And businesses did very well. Thank you very much. All businesses did well. Governments did well. Municipalities did well. Suburbs were created. Highways were built. Ports were reconfigured. Militaries were funded. Governments worked. People retired. Everything was fine in the 60s and the 70s. Well, not everything was fine, but things were working in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It's not like they didn't have problems, but interest rates weren't the problem. The interest rates became a problem in the late 70s and in the 80s when the trickle-down economic thing was tried out. And, 20 years later, we figured out, that doesn't work. Gosh darn it. Well, gee, too bad. We'll have to try something else. Tax cuts. We'll just do tax cuts. That'll work. And everything else in between. Here we are in 2023 with 5 to 5.5% interest rates, a 3.9% unemployment rate, and people are mad. Gasoline now is threatening to break $3 a gallon and go lower, and people are mad. Corporate America, generally speaking, doing pretty good. Magnificent Seven are doing great. Markets are near all-time highs. People are mad and angry. What do you want? What will make you happy? What does it take? What does the economy have to give you for you to be happy? Evidently, nothing. There's nothing the economy can do to make me happy. Nothing at all. Because even if I vote for somebody and they become whatever, I'm still upset because there are other people who voted for other people. People are mad, and it's kind of incredible to be this old, 68, and to see this world be so angry at such a beautiful situation. I'm just grateful that friends of mine in my age group, we all have kids that are in their late 20s, 30s, and some in their 40s. And virtually all of my friends who have children, they're all employed. They all have jobs. If they want to be working, they're working. There are grandparents, in their 70s and 80s who have grandkids in their 20s and 30s. They all have jobs. I remember, again, I'm old, going back where, in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, 2000s, there were grandparents who needed work and couldn't find it. Parents that needed work couldn't find it. Children needed work, couldn't find it. The family was unemployed. Right now, all family members are employed. I'll bet you that if you had a Thanksgiving dinner this past month, November, happy belated Thanksgiving to my American friends. And for my Canadian friends, Thanksgiving in October. I bet you if you looked around the dining table, if you went, if you had one of those scenarios, you looked around the dining table, everyone in that room has a job. They're all working. They can all find work. They're all working either for a company or they're working from home for a company, but they're employed. They're making a living. I would bet you that there might be people here who watch me right now who are in their 30s and 40s who have never experienced actual massive unemployment. Never experienced it. Never knew what it was like. You probably have never lived through a scenario where the city in which you live or the region in which you live just had thousands of layoffs, like thousands and thousands of people let go all at the same time. And the feeling of desperation kicking in, where cars are for sale on every block, houses are for sale privately through listings, make me an offer, furniture stores 80% off sales, zero, no payments for 2 years. Please come in, please God, come in and talk to us. Car dealers willing to deal, not buying cars. I don't need to buy cars. I'm trying to sell cars. You've never faced this. You've never seen it. Credit has been easy to get for 15 years. And right now at 5.5%, it's actually normal. This is the world in which we live right now. I just read something this morning, a couple of things I wanted to mention today to you guys. Airbnb, heard of those guys? They just settled a deal with the country of Italy. They're going to pay Italy more than $500 million in a disputed tax thing. There's some kind of a tax thing that Italy wanted, and they were suing him for it, and they settled, made a deal, $500 million settlement on the tax settlement. Just think how many dollars had to have been transacted for these guys to owe the Italian government over 500 million in taxes. It's just Airbnb doesn't own a single piece of property that they rent to people. They're just an agent. They're just a company that is between you, a renter, and you, a property owner. They just take a cut of the action. And these guys have to pay 500 plus million in a tax bill. How many trillions, hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars had to be transacted to make that bill show up? And they just cut a check and paid it. And no one is even commenting about it. This is a nothing burger. We're in the world now where this kind of a settlement, $500 million to a country, doesn't make the news. No one gives a crap. People are still angry. It's unbelievable to me. I went public. I took a company public with a friend of mine back in we started in 88 and got the deal done finally in 1990. And we raised $800,000 from investors at $1 a share to go public. That was the whole company. We had raised money prior to that, private placements and everything else. But I mean, I look at that. I'm shocked. I'm blown away that was normal back then. There were companies that went public with less than that in those days. It's wild. It's just what the world today is so inflated with dollars. How many dollars are floating around out there? It's nuts. How about another story? Tesla recalls 2 million vehicles today over self-driving issues. Now, the good news for Tesla and the reality of the world here, you won't take your car to a garage. They're not going to put it on a hoist, and you can come back tomorrow and get it. It's a software update. They're going to do a software recalibration of something to do with their driving system. It's really a nothing burger, but it's called a recall, 2 million car recall, and no one is talking about it. Nobody gives a crap. The Tesla shares are down $1.81. A 2 million car recall. Stock's down $1.81. No one gives a crap. It's unbelievable. Today, Powell gives a press conference at 2:00 Eastern time. We'll be watching that. And there's another thing I wanted to tell you about. I have mentioned this. What I'm about to tell you, I have talked about on this channel since January 2021 live, and I've talked about this prior to January 2021, starting on this channel when it first started. And it certainly was a topic that is near and dear to any of you who follow GameStop. If you follow AMC, if you followed in the past any of the meme stocks, dozens of them, you cared about what I'm about to tell you about right now. It was a big deal then, and it's still a big deal today. And here's a story for you. Headline in Market Watch: hedge funds sue the SEC over new short selling rules in wake of meme stock mania. Industry says rules will impair price discovery and hurt investors. Just to kind of quickly recap, for those of you who haven't been here since 2001, if you run a hedge fund, if you run a mutual fund, an ETF, you run any kind of an entity that takes investors' money, pools it into an entity, into an account, and then you manage that money, people's money, including your own, you have to disclose your activities to the SEC and to the world because you're representing people's money. You're running around people's money. Now, especially if you really are into investing into public companies where you buy more than 5 or 10% of a publicly traded company's stock, you got to disclose your holdings. So if you want to know what every mutual fund in the world, any mutual fund registered in the United States is sitting on, you can go to Google and you can put in there, the name of the mutual fund company and then the name of the mutual fund itself you want to look at, and hit the button. You'll get a full disclosure of everything they own, all stocks of all the companies they have. So if they own 100,000 Apple shares or 1 million or 5 million, you can see that. You can see how many shares of IBM they have, how many shares of GameStop they've got, how many shares of AMC, any stock publicly traded has to be disclosed. What you will not see in any disclosure anywhere is if they're short any stock, what stock, the name of the company, and how many shares. You will never find that because the hedge fund industry and the folks who run mutual funds and ETFs and all these institutional boys and girls, they have made it their mission in life through their politicians, through super PACs, to make sure that they never, ever, ever have to let us know what they short, ever. And so it's a one-sided game. We know they're long something, but we don't know if they're short something else. So when GameStop had 70 million shares shorted and only 50 million shares could possibly trade as free trading stock, we had a 140% short position out there. That was actually disclosed by the SEC as a gross number, but we didn't know who was short how many. It took a couple of directors in Hollywood to make a movie called Dumb Money for us to get a glimpse, the tiniest little glimpse, tiny, of a couple of guys who were sort of short stock, but we didn't know their numbers. Even Hollywood's, after 3 years of time, Hollywood still doesn't know what the actual number of short shares were in GameStop, by whom. We do know there were losers on short selling on GameStop. Yes, we know that. But for years, 10 years, GameStop had been shorted from the 50s, 40s, 20s, 30s, 10 down to $2 a share. And hundreds of other publicly traded stocks, if not thousands, were also all shorted. And to this very day, to this moment in time, a company like AI, they have a huge short position against their stock. I can't tell you exactly who it is. I can't tell you how many shares they're short. I don't know what price they shorted it at. They don't have to disclose that. They're allowed to use people's money, public investors' money or private partner money, to short the bejesus out of AI and have a cloak of secrecy around them. But if they were to buy 1,000 shares and be long the stuff, they have to report. They're long 10,000 shares, they have to report it. They're long 1 million shares, they have to disclose and report it. We only see one side of the market. So here, the hedge funds want to sue. So here's the story. A consortium of groups representing the hedge fund industry and other investment companies, that means all of Wall Street, sued the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Tuesday over new rules that require them to disclose information related to securities, short sales, and lending. A short sale is a securities transaction whereby an investor borrows shares of a company and then sells those shares on the open market, expecting the price to fall. The investor will profit if he can repurchase those shares at a lower price and repay the loan. All right. The lawsuit claims that the rules will discourage short selling because they would reveal confidential information about trading strategies and enable market participants to imitate or trade against funds deploying a short selling strategy. Oh my God, no way. Are you kidding me? You think that other people might bet against you on the short sale you made because you overshorted a stock? Really? The rules will impair market efficiency and price discovery and harm market participants and investors, says Jack Inglis, CEO of the Alternative Investment Management Association. What the hell is that? One of the groups suing the SEC, along with the National Association of Private Fund Managers and the Managed Funds Association. Yeah. Okay. Every brokerage firm, every hedge fund, every player shorting stock has joined into some organization, and they put this jackass, Jack Inglis, as their spokesperson. The SEC approved two rules in October, one requiring certain fund managers to report their short sales to the SEC within 14 days on the end of the month. The agency would then aggregate and publish the data on a delayed basis, keeping the fund manager information confidential. So even the rule itself that they're proposing still doesn't tell us who is shorting the stock and when they did it. This is so opaque. This is so full of holes. You can run a transport truck through this deception. It's unbelievable. The second rule requires that financial companies that facilitate securities loans disclose information about those transactions to the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, a self-regulatory organization overseen by the SEC on a daily basis. The lawsuit argues that the two rules take a, quote, fundamentally contradictory approach, unquote, because one rule acknowledges that frequent detailed disclosures about short sale activity can be harmful to markets, while the other requires daily public disclosure of individual transaction information that can be used to learn which funds hold a particular short position. The lack of transparency regarding short selling was a major force in the meme stock craze of 2021 that saw shares of GameStop and AMC soar and become detached from fundamentals of company performance. Traders at the time focused on data showing that GameStop was being heavily shorted by institutional investors. At its peak, 140% of all outstanding shares of the company were shorted, leading to accusations of illegal naked short selling, whereby a broker lends out shares of a company that it doesn't own. No kidding. 140% of all outstanding shares is not a number that doesn't exist. You can't have 140% of shares outstanding being shorted. You can only have 100% of shares outstanding being shorted. That's impossible. So there's something's wrong. Short selling specialist Moshe Hurwitz told MarketWatch in January that while naked short selling is mostly banned in the US, some brokers skirt the rules that are meant to prevent them from lending out shares they don't have because the securities lending business is lucrative. No kidding. The issue of naked short selling also made headlines earlier this year after several small cap companies raised concerns that their share prices were being artificially suppressed by illegal trading activity. Wow. You think some of that's going on out there? That's your story of the day. This is the brokerage business and the hedge fund boys and the guys who rig the rules. This is them in action, claiming to be protecting investors. I know which investors they're trying to protect. They're investors. They're not interested in protecting you. They want you to be the sap that doesn't know what the hell's going on and doesn't understand it so that they can manipulate these markets with 140% short positions. And we don't have to tell you who's doing it. And we don't have to tell you how we're doing it. And oh, yeah. Unbelievable. This is an industry that wants to self-regulate itself. Still wants to self-regulate itself. Always prided itself on being able to self-regulate itself. The derivatives market, which is exactly this kind of activity I'm just talking about, this is an unregulated business. There were senators and congressmen in the United States who were paid off by super PACs with juicy after retirement appointments on boards of directorships and everything else, speaking engagement fees, and you name it. There were paid off politicians who made it a point during the Clinton presidency back then to absolutely pass a law that would ban the SEC from overseeing derivatives trading for irregularities. Oh no, we can self-regulate this ourselves. We don't need no stinking government in our lives. We know what we're doing. Oh, they do know what they're doing. Oh, they absolutely know what they're doing. And they helped create the meme craze. Their complete ability to shut down reporting allowed individual people to kind of guess, well, gee, if you're short 140% of all the GameStop shares outstanding, stand to reason that if the stock started to go up in price, that there are a bunch of short sellers would be off a lot of money. And if it's 70 million shares that are shorted and the stock goes up $10, that would be a $700 million loss, wouldn't it? I mean, you're short 70 million shares. If they go up $10 a piece, that's $700 million more expensive to buy it back. If it went up $100 a share, wouldn't you guys be down $7 billion? And if it went up $300 a share, wouldn't you guys be out $21 billion? And the winners would be those who own the stock, who bought this stuff, who are long. They'd be the winner. Well, who are those guys? Well, most of those are small meme investors. Well, we can't have that. We got to stop trading on this stock right now. Watch the movie Dumb Money. You'll find out for yourself. You can't buy or sell the stock. You can only sell it. You can't buy it. Thank you, Robinhood, for collaborating with one of the greatest frauds in all time. Nobody was charged with a crime. No one is going to jail. And now the SEC is saying, well, we want to put in a couple of rules here that sort of kind of reveal what you're doing on the short sales side with a 14-day delay with the month end. And then we won't name you. We won't say the name of the firm that's short the stuff. They don't even want that. Oh, no. We're not going down this slippery slope. Oh, gosh, no, because this leads to more regulations. This is bad for investors. We can't have that. This is who you were up against. Ladies and gentlemen, you're trying to make a living and trying to grow your wealth and get ahead in the world. These are the kids that are on the opposite side of what you're about. Now, just remember this, okay? Those two organizations I rattled off, whoever those names are, and that moron who's the spokesperson. Okay, that guy probably isn't a billionaire. He's probably just a paid shill to do his job, the poor bastard. The entities that represent all those funds, all those hedge funds, all the mutual funds, all the ETFs, all the institutional entities, all the brokerage firms out there, remember this one thing. If you ever get a chance to, if you're living in the Northeast, you can go to the Teterboro Airport. I think it's an executive airport. I think it's in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. If you ever go there, you'll see a whole bunch of private jets coming and going all the time. A lot of plane spotters always filming. You watch YouTube. You enter something like private jets, Super Bowl, whatever the last one. You will see videos that people have posted that are jet spotters. They film private jets landing and taking off. And they tell you the name of the jet. They tell you who owns it. At least they do the best they can. And you just watch them coming in 15, 20, 30, 40-minute videos. Just another one. These are the kids that own these. These are the kids that fly these. These kids don't want you to know what they're doing. Because if you know that so and so is short 1 million shares of GameStop, or short 5 million shares of SoFi, or short, combined 25 million shares of AI, these are the guys that are vulnerable to a short squeeze. They don't want this information out there. They've got private jets they have to pay for. I mean, come on, man. I got pilots, hangar fees, jet fuel, scotch on board the plane. I mean, this is expensive, man. I have a limo and I have $1,000 a night hotel at least, and I live in a 5 million, 10 million, $20 million mansion. I have several of them. You can't expect me to give that lifestyle up just so that you can watch what I'm doing. I'm not. Come on, what country do you think this is? There's no way. We're not an open society here. That's what's going on. Story of the day. I just thought I'd mention it to you. Thank you all for popping in. So glad to see you guys. Hope you're having a good time out there. We're just trying to make a few bucks. It's all we're trying to do. Thank you guys for the thumbs up so far today. Much appreciated. Keep them coming if you can. We would love more the merrier. Thank you, all of you who are members of this channel, and those of you who are subscribers, and all of that. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to figure out a way to help you guys make money in this wild and wacky world in which we live. The Dow at the moment, I'm going to just refresh my screen because we're getting close to the opening in about 7 minutes. And let's take a look and see what we're looking like. It looks like GameStop is up a nickel this morning. So, okay. And we'll see what that does here. Here we go. We're up 68 points on the Dow right now. Giddy up. Okay. 68 points. Thank you very much. We're up 10 on the S&P, 53 on NASDAQ. I don't know whether today is going to be another barn burner, because as soon as Chairman Powell begins speaking during his press conference today, every syllable he utters will be interpreted. Every nuance, every gesture. The street is desperate to have him confirm to them that their hunch is correct. That by guessing that interest rates are definitely going to go lower, he's going to confirm that. That's what they're hoping for. That's what they're looking for today. They're looking for him to confirm that the likelihood is that interest rates are going to drop this year, 2024, and they would like to know by how much. Remember, most people out there who ask analysts, or others, what's going to happen out there? What the answer they're looking for is, look, I know these things can take time. We don't just go up in interest rates and then down in interest rates. Things have to kind of play themselves out. So here's what I'm willing to go with, okay? As a person who's just trying to make a few bucks, just tell me what stock to buy now that's going to be triple the price in the next 6 months, and I'll leave you alone. Just whisper it to me, and I won't pass it on to anybody else. It's just between you and me, off the record. Yeah, that's it. Just tell me the answer, and I'll be fine. In other words, you've got a book, and it's a murder mystery book. Thanks. Where is it? Oh, it's on the shelf, $24.99. Great. They waltz over there, and the author is waiting to sign it. You want to buy it? I'll sign it for you. And they open up and go to the last page. Oh, the mailman did it. And then they close it and they walk out the store. And the author's sitting there going, I'm ready to sign the book for you. And the individual tells all his friends, I know who did it. I know who did it. There you go. There's our 8-second attention world that we're in right now. The SEC is trying to appease Congress, Senate, and voters with some kind of disclosure rules. The first salvo of, let's do a partial review and reveal of these short positions. We're suing you right now because you are hurting investors. That's the answer of the industry right there. And this will be a dogfight to the Supreme Court of the United States. This short selling rule will not be in place, will not be functioning for most of your lifetimes, because these beautifully well-funded, well-connected political monsters are not going to let this go. And you can bet your bottom dollar, you can absolutely guarantee it. If you vote Republican for president, Republican for senator, and Republican for Congress, this SEC will be pared back and will be made useless. And these rule changes will be taken off the table, and there'll be none of that, because the super PACs will fund the politicians they need to guarantee that there will be no disclosure of this kind given to anyone. And it's in your hands. I'm just a Canadian going, what can I tell you? I'm just reading the story as I see it in plain English. I'll do the best I can. Thank you to RRRCPA. Thank you for upgrading to become a Gold Bagel member. Welcome to the club. If you're one of these Gold Bagel members of this channel, you can join me tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce. You have questions about your trades. You got some condors going. You got some cash secured puts you're doing. You're thinking about rolling over some options, or you're thinking about putting a strategy together. Tonight, 7 o'clock live right here for Gold Bagel members only. You can share the info with me. Become a member today. Upgrade your membership. And hey, you get that every Wednesday. Of course, every day I try to bring out a trade tip of the day. There'll be one out later today. Keep an eye for that. And hopefully we can throw some trade ideas your way that might make you very proud. And kind of go from there. And of course, every morning before I start this actual show, I have the pre-alert show. You're always welcome to join that. As a Gold Bagel member of the channel, there are 3 extra perks, which translate into 44 a month average, 44 perks a month more being a Gold Bagel member than a regular member of this channel. I thank you very, 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 very much. You guys are the best. All right. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. It's great to see you all here. We've gone member-only mode now for commentary. Thank you, all of you who are following this channel. The thumbs ups that we have, 88 and counting. Appreciate it. And welcome to the party, pals. The Nakatomi Tower is open for business. 103 thumbs ups now. Awesome. I love that. Nice to have you here. And it's just you're just awesome, guys. Thank you, and thank you. What else can I tell you? Pre-market seemed to be positive, but not like, we're going to the moon positive. We're just, seem to be all right. Over on Rocket Lab, we're down 6 cents yesterday. We're up a penny now. SoFi was down 12 yesterday. It's up 4 cents now. GameStop was up 15 cents yesterday. We're up a penny here. Matterport was down 7. We're up 3. 23andMe was up 2. We're up another penny now. Spire was up 36 cents yesterday. No change yet. ATIP was down 25 cents yesterday. No change here. SmartRent was up 20 cents yesterday, but down 6 now. Apple was up 28 cents yesterday. We're up 31 cents right now. Goldman was down 19 yesterday. We're up 94 cents. Cisco was down 8 cents. We're up 9. We're down another 9. Tesla was down 260 yesterday. We're down 289 now. Arc Innovations down 11 yesterday. We're up 4 cents this morning in the pre-market. Microsoft was up 196 yesterday. We're up 163 this morning, approximately. Pfizer down 220 yesterday, down 214 now. We're at 20. It looks like 26.44. If I got my bearings right. That's getting downright cheap. HPQ, Warren Buffett's group has sold out of HPQ practically. They've got 1/10 of their position left. I'm sure by now they're out. Stock was down 4 cents yesterday. It's up 5 now at 30.28. They started selling at $27, $28, and it's now up to 30. So go figure. Google was up 68 cents yesterday. It's up 102 this morning. Amazon was up $1.09 yesterday. It's up 73 cents. NVIDIA was up 135. It was down 52 cents this morning, and we're now open for trading. So I'm going to stop with the pre-market stuff and let's just talk about what's going on in the market. What the hey? Where are we at? Where are we going? And what's going to happen with the short disclosure rules? So this should be fun. Richard Neat. That's right. Don't forget the Knights of Knee as well. Thank you all. What else going on here? Larry Titus, there's the bells. Thank you, JR. JR saying, Beach Boy, how you doing, everybody? Welcome on. Rock on, everybody. Splair, hang in there. He's got a sore throat. You hang in there, buddy. And hopefully being okay. Let's see. Beach Boy saying, I'm crying here. I'm crying here for the shorters and hedgies. Uncle Bruce, please stop. This is heart-wrenching. Those poor hedge funds. That guy, that was trying to buy the second house. You remember the movie Dumb Money? He had one mansion, and he was buying the second mansion, and he wanted to tear it down and just build a brand new tennis court, so he'd have his own tennis court beside his other mansion. The poor bugger had to run from the one house back to his own house to see what was going on with GameStop because he was losing billions of dollars a day. You gotta cry. You got to cry a tear for guys like that. You really have to shed a tear for those poor buggers. So, well, I sure hope they win their case. I mean, justice should prevail. America, is not. America is a great country, and the freedom to make money should be, sacrosanct. And the fact that certain people have certain rules and other people don't. That's another matter. It's their freedom versus that freedom. So it's freedom reigns. Okay, it's all about freedom. Okay. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen with that case? Oh, not much. I don't hold your breath, people. Don't be holding your breath looking for a big outcome on that court case, because it isn't going to see much of a light of day for a long time. We're down 14 on the Dow. I'm guessing. Let me just refresh our systems here. What's really happening this morning to start the day? It's all about Powell. It's all about Chairman Powell. That's what's going on here. I don't know what's going to happen there. He's going to have a chat. Does the market listen to him at all? Will they even believe a word he says? There's another thing. Okay, the Dow's down about 10 points. The S&P is up 3. NASDAQ is up 39. Oil is up 17 cents to 68.76. Oil is going nowhere. We're going lower. Under 65 is my guess, easily. America is producing 13.2 million barrels a day. They're one of the world's largest producers of oil, the United States of America. And the oil patch is in debt up to its neck pretty well to bankers. And so bankers are insisting, these oil companies, you pump oil and pay us our money back. And oil keeps dropping and America keeps pumping, and the dollars are dropping coming into the oil companies at $110 a barrel. It's all profits. But at 68, it's not all profits. There's a cost to get it out of the ground and cost to maintain fields and royalties. And so it's getting more interesting right now, isn't it? Oh my, Citadel wants zero regulation on short selling. No kidding. JJ, thanks, dude. There you go. Indeed, they do want nothing. They want absolutely nothing. Don't tell us how to run our business. Don't tell us what we have to tell you how we run our business. Oh, and stay out of our business. And what do you think of my new Learjet? I just got it for $85 million. Nice, huh? There we go. Where's my champagne and caviar? I forgot. I dropped it somewhere. Oh, well, someone will bring me another one. What is happening? AI is up a penny. Yeehaw. Spiders are up 70 cents. Qs are up 183. GameStop up a nickel. SoFi, 808. Up 13 centinos. Apple up 137. Enphase down 218. Netflix up 160. Adobe down $5 at 628. I know a guy that is watching Adobe very, very closely. As a matter of fact, I'm certain there are more than one. And I'm not surprised to see a $5 drop on Adobe already. Earnings come out tomorrow or late today or something like that. Doesn't matter. The stock's already at unbelievable highs. The stock is way overbought. Interesting to watch the Adobe. NVIDIA is up 530 at $481. Tesla's 236 down 98 cents. Who else? So what else? Unity is up 70 cents. Google is up 62. Moderna down 284. Cisco down 8. Pfizer down 259 at 25.99 a share. The 52-week low, 25.94, just set a moment ago. This is a 52-week low on Pfizer. They say it's trading at 14 times earnings right now. That's what the indicator she seems to indicate. I'm not sure how. That might be off one or so here and there, but this is cheap stock, historically speaking, Pfizer. IBM 164.53 down 18 cents. HBQ down 11. Microsoft is up 260 at 376.98. We've got Amazon up 145. Home Depot down 66 cents. Vanik Semiconductors up 79 cents. Goldman Sachs down 49. Boeing up 112. Meta up 338. Target down 41. JP Morgan down 40. Costco up 570. Walmart down 7 cents. Disney is up a penny. American Airlines is down 19. AMC down 3 cents at 6.68. DraftKings down a nickel, and Royal Caribbean down 23 cents to 120.07. This is where we got this market right now, everybody. When Powell speaks, if he in any way, shape, or form comments that the Fed just doesn't see a reason to drop rates anytime soon, and that with inflation still in the 3 to 4% level, we really are not interested in lowering rates in this environment. Matter of fact, if inflation continues to stay at 3 to 4%, we may have to raise rates again. He talks like that. You got a 500-point dip today, and you have a 1,000-point dip tomorrow if the street believes it. There's the catch. The street doesn't want to believe this. The street does not want you to think, and anyone else out there to believe that this market is going to back off because interest rates aren't going to back off. They want you to believe in the Goldilocks theory. The Goldilocks theory is that we have a slowing economy and a soft landing, and now the Fed can begin to drop rates a quarter point here and a quarter point there. I don't see it. There's no way. If I were the Federal Reserve, I wouldn't drop rates unless inflation hit 1%. Not a chance am I interested. If inflation could become deflation, then I see lower rates. But at 3.5% inflation and maybe going up to 5% again at any time, because all these raises that are coming through the system haven't hit yet. All these workers that got these 10 and 15 and 20% raises, this hasn't gone through the economy yet. That's to be measured. That's why the Fed is going to wait. They're going to fold their arms and say, well, let's just see how things work out. Because there sure was a shock to the system across the economy of America, Canada, Britain, Europe. Let's see how these price increases and how these wage increases and higher mortgage payments and everything works itself out. And we'll just see if inflation really is out of the system, because there are too many ingredients inside the economy that leads me to believe inflation could actually go higher, not lower. And that means no way are we seeing lower rates. Dude, Uncle Bruce, I finally closed the gold bagel tip from November 1 on Tesla. I pulled in $289 credit after 8 rolls after fees. That's $253. Nicely done. Nicely done. Folding your arms, making your strategic moves. Well done indeed. 807 on your SoFi, up 12 cents, up 13 on GameStop. The Qs are up 173. The spiders are up 63. AI is down 25 cents. The Dow is down 12, now 24. S&P is only up 5, and NASDAQ is up 55 points. Apple up 143, and our friends at Adobe are still down at $629.20, $629.60, down $4.06 on Adobe. Nvidia up $495, Tesla down $160. So Tesla is under pressure. Iron Condor writers, I know many of you out there were watching your Microsofts, you were watching your Amazon, your Googles, your Metas, all the other stock you were playing with, and you've seen shrinkage. You've seen some pullback, just slight. Those of you who did rollovers have already cashed in, just like we read here a moment ago. Already cashing in. Others will soon follow. I was already wondering, but you said fees instead of taxes. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, Exciting stuff, kids. Down 29 on the Dow now, 30 points on the Dow. We're going lower. S&P is up just 5, NASDAQ up 57. Oil up 24 cents at 68.85. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to see how this all works out. Lots to follow, lots going on, and the pressure that the bond market is ignoring, that the one reality the bond market also just doesn't want to talk about, is that these treasury auctions that are being held the last couple of weeks, the United States has come to the bond market to say we're selling 2-year notes, 3-year notes, 5-year notes, 30-year notes. We want this much in these different time frames. These auctions aren't going very well. They're selling, but they're not selling with exuberance. And this is telling me that money that's out there is asking for more money in return. These lower interest rates that we're seeing quoted on the bond market don't seem to be exciting the big pension holders and massive funds with huge gobs of cash. Now, what they seem to be doing at the moment is that they're investing their money into U.S. treasuries and stuff. Oh, sure they are. But they're only interested in 3-month treasuries, 6-month treasuries, 1-year treasuries. Why? Because they want to be liquid real soon. If there's a bump in interest rates, because we have inflation popping back up again, and we get the treasury yield going up another 0.5 point, and we have treasury yields paying 6%, they want to lock in 6%, not 4.1. So right now, you buy a 10-year treasury, you're only getting 4.1% on your money for 10 years. They want 6% on their money, and they're holding their bets. They're playing the game of, I'll buy some bonds, but they're short-term bonds. And those long bonds, I'm not really interested in. I'm not really interested in the long bonds. Gamblers are playing the long bonds on leverage. They could be in trouble. Tesla had to do a big recall because of autopilot issues. Wow, says JR. Pat, I just woke up. What's happening with the SEC and the hedgies? What's going on? Dude, if the hedge funds want to short AI, that's fine by me because I wrote 2750 calls and they're coming in. There you go. Rock and roll. Well, again, the thing that you have to also understand, folks, is there was a big to-do all about the run-up on GameStop. When GameStop shares took off, we had congressional hearings, we had all kinds of SEC investigations and all this. So it would never happen again. Well, I can tell you that the way it's set up right now, and the way that these hedge funds are fighting the SEC by suing the SEC for new rules on disclosure requirements on short sales, the same problems will resurface again. It's only a matter of time. Sooner or later, there will be a publicly traded company that will find itself in a situation where there's a huge short position on their stock, and the band of brothers will get together somehow through Wall Street bets, through Reddit, through Discord chat groups, through whatever. They will band together and they will attack a stock by buying it up, just buying it up, buying it up. And they will get to the point where they will own so many shares of stock that the lending brokers will stop lending stock to be shorted because they'll go, whoa, we're too high. This reminds me of something that happened in January 2021. I don't want to be on the hook with stock that I'm lending out that I haven't got, that I'm lending through a synthetic basis. I don't think I want to do that. And the buyers just keep buying up the paper. And the next thing you know, the buy orders have to come in from short sellers. They have to buy back stock as their lenders are saying, I got to call in the stock. And there is no stock to get other than the stock you buy. And the stock you buy is the stock that's trading out there at these higher levels. And this adds fuel to the fire. And we have ourselves another GameStop situation. And there will be more than one. It will not be one, because the amount of money that is now in this business that is fueling this has grown exponentially from back in 2021. The amount of dollars that are into short sales are much more dollars, because we're at record highs on stocks. We have stocks being shorted way up here that could go much higher on a short squeeze. Now, AI, Yeah, anytime. AI could go from 27 to 47 to 77 and higher. Sure could. I don't know what day, I don't know how, but it can happen because there's a huge short position on AI. GameStop, could GameStop run to $40 a share? You bet your sweet Bippy it can go there. SoFi from $8 to $40 a share in a month? Yep, it could happen. Uh, the rules have not changed. The shorters have been given free reign to short all they want, and the reporting requirements are so loosey goosey that nobody knows the actual number. The real actual number is not ever known and doesn't have to be disclosed. And the derivatives activity out there that's representing, I don't know how many more shares short, is just unfathomable. And there could well be certain hedge funds, privately done and what have you, that are leveraging 10 to 1 on shorts, 20 to 1 on short sales. These rules, these derivative rules, don't apply to anyone else back here in the real world. So you want to short SoFi stock through your stockbroker. Your broker might say, yeah, I'll let you short 1,000 shares or 5,000 shares. You're going to have to pay interest of so much money. And for every share you short, you got to have enough money to cover that short. So if it's an 805 stock on SoFi, you put up 805 and they'll let you short a stock for 805. I might need 850 because of the interest I'm going to charge you to do this. It all varies. So you want to short 1,000 shares? Give me $8,500. You want to short 10,000 shares? Give me 85,000. On the derivative side, over in the black hole of mystery, it could well be that there are derivatives players saying, I don't need $8,500. You're good for it. You want to short 10,000? You want to short 100,000 shares? Give me a third of the amount of money. Give me a quarter of it. Because what is that individual doing with the quarter of the money? They're giving you an artificial short sale on the stock, and they're taking your money and they're investing it into something else because they're leveraged themselves. It's a multiplier effect that goes on and on and on. And the house of cards starts with just one move. And it doesn't matter which stock it is. It could be AI stock that runs up too much. It could be SoFi that runs too much. If GameStop moves too much, if one stock, whichever one it is, out of the thousands that are out there that are overshorted that we don't know about, starts making an unreasonable run, it starts a domino effect of problems. A domino effect, because it's typical that a hedge fund operator will be short SoFi or short GameStop and AI, or maybe all three, might be short 20 different stocks at the same time, all on crazy leverage through the derivatives market. One of those goes south. Now they got to use the others to raise cash to cover their loosey-goosey margin requirements. But remember, if you've shorted 4 to 1 instead of 1 to 1, a 25-cent move on your stock wipes you out of that entire position and all the capital you put up for that position. Now you're vulnerable on your other stocks. All the other stocks move up 5% in value in sympathy with a short squeeze on this stock. You're in trouble everywhere. And now multiply this by hundreds, if not thousands, of gamblers out there and other hedge funds around the world. Now we're talking trillions of dollars of problems, not millions or billions of dollars of problems. This problem, this issue, this meme stock thing that happened with GameStop is actually the tip of the iceberg. It's not the iceberg. We only saw the beginning of what could happen and unravel. We saw in the movie Dumb Money a hedge fund call another hedge fund to get bailed out, and they lost $3 billion odd bucks or whatever the hell it was. That was absolutely nothing. That was chump change in the multi-trillion-dollar hedge fund and derivatives market. This was a nothing burger. It didn't cause any banks to go under. It didn't cause any massive lineups at people's banks to withdraw their money. Didn't cause any brokers in the U.S. to go under. Robinhood still went public after doing all of this crap. It didn't stop the game. And so another game is underway, and we're in it right now. We're in it. I just don't know which one tips it over. But when it starts, it goes at light speed. Because as you saw early this year, Regional banks. You saw certain regional banks be erased from existence, including the Silicon Valley Bank. And the run on that bank was done by people withdrawing their money using these. There are people out there with $100 million in deposits, $50 million, $20 million of deposits in their bank of Silicon Bank. They were on ski holidays in Aspen. They were on the beach in Hawaii. They heard from a friend, hey, have you seen there's a run on your bank going on. Aren't you dealing with that bank? Click, 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 wire transfer, done. I just moved 20 million out to another institution. Before that company went under, they got out. The run on the bank was digital. And the run on the next stock is absolutely digital, and it'll affect more than one. Now, for you guys as retail players, you're going to love it. You're going to be sitting on stock that's just surging in price. You're going to be sitting on deep in the money call options that are going in price. You'll have written calls against your deep in the money calls, which you'll roll over to higher levels. Oh, you'll be fine. You'll do the rollover game. You'll be drowning in wins. But the losers will be those who are leveraged onto the negative side of the trade, and these folks are going to get wiped out. And it won't take much. As I said, SoFi doesn't have to go to $100 a share to wipe people out that are short this stock. SoFi hits 2025, we got problems. We got huge problems. Go to 45, 50. There are now billions, tens of billions of problems that are showing up, and it's leveraged problems. So one outfit loses $1 billion, they're actually down $10 billion. This is going to get nuts. I can't help these folks. I have no mercy for them. You get wiped out, you get wiped out. You're on the wrong side of the trade, tough cookie. You get wiped out. There it is. That's what we're waiting for. What? Sooner or later, markets are at highs, almost all-time highs. You think there isn't speculation across the planet right now, and a lot of happy people who are leveraged to the zillionth degree on this inflated market? The bond market is way up because interest rates have been pushed down by speculators on the bond market. We are sitting on a leveraged win strategy right now that is about to possibly be unraveled. And I don't know whether Powell does it, or whether somebody trips on the sidewalk outside on the way home tonight does it, whether a soccer team doesn't win a game that's supposed to win a game. Something will happen somewhere, somehow, some way, from mundane to catastrophic. And all of a sudden, the leverage gets unwound the other direction, and it's musical chairs. The lights come on, and there isn't one chair missing. There are all of the chairs missing. There's one chair left. And there's 20 people standing around who want to sit in one chair. We got us a problem here. That's kind of saying. I'm just saying. I don't know. A lame duck. I need SoFi to get to $225,000 a share to get Otani money. That's what I need right now. Giddy up. So much fun. Splair, X5 leverage at 10% movement costs you already 50% of your cash. This is crazy. Dude, a new lesson number 17. Giddy up, everybody. Oh, are we going to have some fun? Fun. Dude, Uncle Bruce, that's not all. Using some of the techniques from the new lesson 1 in the little channel. I have another Tesla Condor with a 671 credit closing in 9 days, and it's coming in at 280. Rock and roll, buddy. Rock and roll. Oh, we're going to have so much fun here. You guys are going to make a ton of money. 2024 is a wonderful year coming up for you guys. Do not fear the upside. Look at the GameStop. We're up 28 cents, $15.50. Yay! Go, GameStop, go. Can't wait to see what Ryan Cohen invests in first. Can't wait, because that's going to make news. That's going to make a ton of news. And whatever he buys into, whatever it is, if that stock takes a run because he's into that stock with GameStop money, GameStop will take a run. Because if that stock takes a run, GameStop goes up because it owns it. See, it's a self-winning philosophy and prophecy. And what if there are all of a sudden 30 million shares of GameStop that have to be bought back right now on a short squeeze? What if the number is 300 million has to be bought back on GameStop because the short squeeze is so ridiculous on the derivatives market? What if this is where Mr. Cohen could really shake things up with this market? This could be a ton of fun. 2024, oh man. This is going to be a lot of fun here. I'm kind of looking forward to it. The Dow is trying to break even. It is desperately trying to come back. The S&P is up about 3 points. NASDAQ down 23. So both of those have lost a bit of ground. The Dow looks to be maybe up a bit, like a quarter of a point, half a point. Oil is up 65 cents at 69.26. We're not going anywhere there. Isn't this fun? Lesson 17, by the way, is being edited. I should hear shortly that it's available. Well, as soon as I know, I'll let you in on it. I know that Emily is working on editing that thing. We'll see what's going on. Oh, my. Good morning from Mandu number 5. I'm the 122nd thumbs up this morning. Good morning, Bagel Familia. Thank you so much for being here, Mandu number 5. Those of you who have hit the thumbs up button, I appreciate it. It's absolutely wonderful stuff to see. We're now at 125 and counting. Thank you all very, very much. Might be time to honor the force, the invisible force that this market is sometimes dominated by. Some people underestimate the power of these guys. The Knights of NEAT must be honored, and they must be acknowledged. Their presence is omnipresent. They're always above us. They are there to guide us. We must stay involved with the Knights of NEAT. Thank you, everybody, for being here and for also acknowledging the Knights of NEAT with your own knee emoji attack. Right now, the channel is being dominated by the knee emojis. Viewers who are new to this channel are wondering, what the hell do those people do over there? I don't understand. How can they have fun all the time? Deep Value is here. Dude is liking it. Splayer, neat. Stephen Butler, yeah, neat. White Feather, neat. Lame Duck, neat. Thumbs up. Karen, neat. Option Nomads, neat. Hector, neat. Dude Face, we're all here. Around the world, the knee emoji attack is underway, and we must acknowledge the Knights of NEAT. Otherwise, we are just kidding ourselves. We're just setting ourselves up to lose money. We're not going to do that. We're not crazy, you know. We're not like as goofy as those derivative traders. We believe in the Knights of NEAT. They have taken good care of us, but be careful. Don't forget to honor them. D.H. Ruda, neat. There you go. Fun times at the OK Corral. The Knights of NEAT are underway. Splayer is saying, lame duck, I'm missing the bagels. I think we haven't seen them for like a year. Bruce just doesn't eat bagels anymore. Like, what's up with the bagel attack here? The knee emoji attack. We seem to be going down again. Down 12 on the Dow. We're dropping off again. S&P up 2. NASDAQ down is up 20, but we're backing up. Well, we'll see what's going on here. A Pfizer stock falls to a 10-year low on guidance slash. Isn't that something? Might be time to look at writing cash secured puts on Pfizer. Might be a good idea, or perhaps getting involved in a spread, some kind of a credit spread trade on Pfizer, depending on what direction you think it's going to go. You never know, but you know. Premiums have got to be there, so keep an eye on that. Yeah, we're down 15 on the Dow now. A little bit of red coming in. AI is down 71 cents at 27.02. I know I have a lot of viewers who have written contracts, 30s, 31s, 32s, 27.50s. They're smiling right now. They're smiling. They're going, the stock's backing off. This is great. Pat Merkley, neat. Marcus, neat. Cindy, Uncle Bruce, I've been in an SPY Iron Condor since lesson 16, and I'm rolling up and out. Try to get ahead, but it will not pull back. I might have to send you an email to help with this one. I hear you there, but just wait till this afternoon. Let's see what our friend Mr. Powell has to say. Let's see how the market reacts later today and tomorrow. Because again, we are on the precipice of a possible massive pullback. You just don't know. I do not see Powell coming in front of the microphone going, you're right. You were right all along, Biff. I agree. I can't hand in your homework in my handwriting. Biff, I understand. We're going to lower rates. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Chairman Powell, was totally wrong, and I totally understand. That's how we're going to do this. I don't see that. Hector, Cindy B, you got this. Credit Savage. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Boom! My stinkers for AI trigger 525 cash secured puts January 19th for 122. Let's buy AI for 23.78. Take me out. Come on. I dare you to make me buy it. I'll buy it. I'll buy it at 23.78. Anytime you want to give it to me, I'll take 27.05 on the stock, down 68 cents. Okay. All right. SPY up 33 cents. Qs are up 98. GameStop up 30. SoFi down 2 pennies. Apple up 111. Adobe down 11.57. I know a guy that follows me on this channel. I know several, but I know one particular guy who is watching that Adobe stock very closely. And we're kind of happy today, aren't we? Aren't we just loving how this is going? Fun on the old Adobe, down 11.22. Giddy up. Shouldn't this be fun today? NVIDIA is up $6. Tesla down $4.60. I know people into Tesla condors who are smiling today. Yes, pulling back in the markets. We don't worry about it. Google is only up 25 cents. Moderna down 365. Cisco down 20. Pfizer down 250. IBM down 44. HBQ down 9. Microsoft is only up about 15. We're going lower, people. The markets are backing off. Don't know if you're noticing this, but I think that these spiders and Qs might be turning negative. Cindy B, now my Adobe Condor is looking so good. She says, "Oh, it's looking so good, Bruce Marcus." I bought some Pfizer stock, deep in the money calls, sold some covered calls and cash secured puts. I need some rest now. I just wanted to relax. So, dude, lesson 18: how to eat a bagel. Hector, C3, the Unity both headed lower. JR, my Tesla iron condors are looking good. Uncle B, wee. JJ, Uncle B, I've read about 0 day till expiry under condors. Spiders, thoughts, pitfalls. Yeah, avoid like the plague. Just avoid. Yeah, this is a danger zone. Again, I desperately work as hard as I can to give you trade tips. You know, if you're a Gold Bagel member, and try to keep you on the straight and narrow, no matter what level you're at here. I'm much more conservative than aggressive. And really, this is a pitfall that has attracted a lot of desperados. No question about it. But there is so much money to be had easily from condors that are a month out, 2 months out, 3 months out, where you just are in for part of the time frame and cash in big time. You can really build some serious wealth comfortably, conservatively, and you can handle one-off shocks to the system. With day trading, you cannot handle a one-off shock to the system. You're either a winner or a loser. Usually, you're a loser. Be careful out there, kids. Yeah, volatility is not your friend on one-day condors. Not your friend at all. It's your enemy. And the clock is actually working against you because you have no time to recover. You got to be careful out there. We're down 18 on the Dow, down 22 on the Dow now. All right. Spiders are only up 33 cents. Q's still up $1.09, but we're back under 400. We'll watch for that. GameStop 1542, SoFi 794. Tesla is the way for Condor, says dude. Tesla is the way. Well, you know, you find the stock you like to roll with. You work the rollovers. Tesla has easy rollover possibilities. Apple, easy rollovers. Spiders, Qs, easy roller. Liquidity, tight spreads between bid and ask. Easy to do rollovers when necessary. Absolutely. That's the area I try to push you into. That means you and I are still hanging out together down the road because you didn't have your brains blown out on one trade. That's it. The SEC sets up reforms to head off crisis in a $26 trillion market for U.S. government debt. There's a headline no one's paying attention to. $26 trillion market for the U.S. government debt. How leveraged is that market? I will bet you there are $200 trillion at risk on a $26 trillion U.S. bond market. Easily 8-for-1. Easily. All unregulated, all unsupervised, all wide open. And the street doesn't know it. The street doesn't care because they're making money. The market's at the high. What are you worried about, Bruce? The markets are at highs. The interest rates are coming down. Stop being such a ninny. Why don't you join us and take some money off the table and get your own private jet? After all, I got mine, so what you do? until they take the jet away. Flint Creek, Hans has fallen 13 floors. Right on, Flint Creek. Splair, AI feels good for spread trading. I definitely move there back during the next 2 months. There you go. Giddy up, kids. For some of you out there, you are finding it. You're finding a whole new world in the option writing business. You have figured out through hanging out with me that you find your favorite stock and or two or three, and you've picked target prices, you've picked ranges, you've identified sort of support resistance levels, and you create credit spreads. You create credit spread trades, and stocks move the direction you want it to move, and you close it out, take a profit. Stock goes the other way, you take a credit spread on the other side, and it moves the direction you want. You close it out, you take a credit spread on the other side. There are some of you who are doing day trading on options. I know, and it's doable. Again, depends on liquidity, the ability to execute a trade. There's money in them there hills. Yes, there is. Karen, I started the Meta Condor from a trade tip a few days ago, apparently. Right on, Karen. Hi, Uncle B. Yep, good to see Adobe going down. Apparently not the only one to wait out for that moment. Looks like Cindy B is in the same spot. Yeah, I know a guy. Right on, Oliver. I'm glad to see it doing what it's doing. We're down $10 on the Adobe. Jen is coming into the room. How is Auntie Jen doing today? How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. It's nice to see you here. Today is Doctor Day.
I know.
We're going to see the surgeon.
It's like you're a kid and you've been waiting all year to go to Disneyland. And today's finally the day I get to go.
I get to go to Disneyland. I get to go to the guy who's going to cut me open. He's going to rip out my old hip and slap in a new one.
Oh, he's going to grind it out a bit. Yeah.
What a wonderful day. Then I'm going to get stitches.
It's so much gentler than it used to be. You've seen the videos where they've got the hammer and they're like pounding it. Yeah, they don't do that.
They don't do that. They let the machine do that.
Well, the machine tells them exactly where to go.
Cyberdyne systems.
Cyberdyne.
Watch out, the doors open towards you. The doors are going to open towards you. Yes.
Calgary is having a very strange weather day.
Oh.
It's anywhere from -10 to +9.
Ooh. Chinook?
In the city of Calgary. I mean, Calgary's a good-sized city, but it's not that big.
That's kind of goofy, isn't it?
Yes, they're having moments.
Oh my gosh. Well, right now the temperature in Calgary is 26 Fahrenheit for you Americans. High today expected is 43.
And right now, the high is supposed to be 6, but it's already 8 at the airport.
It's already warmed up. Tomorrow, 38 for the high. Friday, 33. Saturday, 43. Sunday, 38. Monday, 40. Tuesday, 35.
I know.
It does jump around
Sunday,
over there.
Monday, really nice days.
Go figure.
And it's lovely that, like, I know my family is driving on the highway to get together, that they normally would not do this time of year.
True.
Because the highways are clear. The weather's good.
It's really nice out there.
Get out there and do it, people.
JR, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Oh, good morning, JR.
Richard, Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Hey, Richie.
JR, the surgeon is Mickey Mouse now. Wow, never thought I'd see the day. Splair, for everyone with lower income, the Rocket Lab alert from yesterday, I think was a great, by the way, made me as well very curious. Splair, good morning, Auntie Jen, and good luck to you at the doctor. Hopefully it's going without a lot of waiting.
Thank you, Splair. That's my hope too.
Yeah, Hector, good morning, Auntie Jen. It is the anticipated second hip operation easier to find mental comfort with?
Oh, good morning, Hector. I don't know, because it's hard to remember. It was wonderful going last year. Again, I felt like it was going to Disneyland after waiting all my life to get there.
Yeah, that's true.
I had chronic hip dysplasia, and I've had bursitis since I was 20.
This has been a long
It's been a long
battle
wait to get this hip.
To get this next one done. Jen is going to probably realize I have other aches and pains, but I didn't know I had them because the hips are going to be pain-free.
Yeah, that's why my knees are bothering me so much, because I'm putting a load on them that I normally wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you do know it's you know exactly what to expect now.
Yeah.
Where before you know this is going to happen, and they tell you what the healing process is going to be. But now I know what it is,
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
you know to just just pedal to the metal those first 2 weeks while you're still got a little oxycontin flowing through you, and
Yeah,
yeah,
work it.
get the worst of it over in those first 2 weeks, and then after
Yep.
that,
It's
I tell you, people, especially from Canada, people will fly down to various parts of the world, um, get this operation, and then a week later they are on a plane flying back. I can't imagine that.
it's amazing.
I just can't imagine.
We're fortunate here because we have our complex that we're in. There's swimming pools with spas all over the place, various
Mhm.
locations. And so swimming pool therapy
Absolutely.
is a big one here.
You have
Within
to wait.
10 days, two weeks?
Oh no, it was well, when I saw the doc, it was a month later, and he said you got to wait till the incision is fully healed
Yeah, yeah,
before you get into the human poop soup.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, so
But yeah, the part of the Canadian bundle that you get includes the therapy sessions, the physical therapy, and the PT is wonderful because you see people in various stages of the same operation that you have had.
a week ahead of you. Those are
week
2 weeks
ahead.
ahead of you. This
Yeah.
guy's 3 weeks ahead of you. You see the future
Yeah.
in the room as you are getting better yourself. You're working yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I should be doing this next week. I should be able to do that the week after.
And just like this lovely community,
Mm.
everybody is so nice to each other. They're, well, when did you have it done? What side? Oh, well, next week you're going to really start seeing progress. And everybody's just very, very helpful, and
Yeah,
we cheer each other on
exactly.
and clap when it's like, I'm out of here, people. I'm not coming back.
I'm done. It's my
I'm
last
done.
day. I'm out of here. Enough of this.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Robert Benson, thank you for thumbs up 137. Dude, I'm glad to hear the updates on Antigen. I hope it goes well and a quick recovery. Luca, hello, everybody. Just popping in for a quick ciao. Antigen, when is the surgery? We'll find out hopefully
We'll find
today.
out
JR, Jen doing the Oxy now. Look out. Luca, 138, by the way. Credit Savage, fun fact, Uncle Bruce, the $25 January 122 cash secured puts I just sold on AI. I bought back for yesterday at 99 cents after selling for 115 earlier in the day. It's like money that magically appears in my account. It's just unbelievable.
It's like Disneyland. It's just...
JR, poop soup? What does that mean? Canadian bundle, Hector. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, the Canadian bundle.
Yeah, JR, now you understand that not all people, including children, have the same hygiene levels as other people. So when you go into a public pool, yeah. Or
don't drink the water.
Don't let your children go into a ballroom. Those are horrible.
Don't let your children go into a ballroom.
Yeah, like McDonald's has like a ball pit.
Where you play with the balls.
Yeah. And I don't care what they do to them. They don't get them played.
How would you like to have the job where the manager says, hey, Chester, clean up the balls?
Yeah. Little Janie just barfed in the balls again.
We had a couple of kids barf in there yesterday. You want to go in there and clean it up?
First, we're going to film with pop and pizza and hamburgers.
Oh.
I heard on the radio that, speaking of hamburgers and McDonald's McDonald's is bringing out the adult Happy Meal, where you get a toy.
Maybe get a Hot Wheels car or something like that.
A Hot Wheels or
like a Batmobile from 1967 or something.
If it's an adult Happy Meal, do you get an adult toy?
Do you get a rum and Coke?
Or an adult toy?
No, rum and Coke, vodka and orange. I get the adult meal with the drink, the adult drink. Yes, that would be kind of nice.
Because, they always ask, is it a boy or a girl? Because for some reason, McDonald's seems to think girls don't like boys' toys and boys don't like girls' toys. But once we get to adults, we do have different requirements of toys.
There it is. Cindy B, I am so happy for you, Auntie Jen. Splair.
Thank you, Cindy.
I bet the weather and the health success makes the people more friendly there. Here, you get the feeling that when the nurses are already way too much at work, not mentioning the people.
Oh yes. Yes.
The environment around here is very good. Her physical therapist.
It doesn't even smell like hospital.
Her therapist last year was from Buffalo. on a contract for 6 months. Loves it here.
Yeah,
Oh,
comes
loves
here,
coming
yeah.
to work every day. JR, yes, I used to own a spa. What a mess to try and manage.
Oh.
It is indeed poop soup.
Poop
Splair,
soup.
wishing you either way after its perfect recovery. Stay healthy, Auntie Jen.
Thank you.
Hector, a ball pit with a Canadian bundle for poor Chester. Yeah, poor Chester. He doesn't want to work for $16 an hour at McDonald's cleaning the ball pit. No thanks.
Calm down, Chester.
Yeah, calm down there, Chester. Oh gosh, I should have studied, says Chester. I should have studied. Do you think it's possible that today we do something that we haven't done in a while?
I was going to do that, wasn't I? I forgot.
I'm going to give you this back because
Okay.
I'm done. And if that could be done,
in your cup over
oh,
there?
that's my cola. Yeah, that's my second reserve. I'm good.
Okay.
But maybe something
See what I
purple.
can find out there.
I have that purple jar somewhere.
We'll see, because this, you don't have much time left for me to do this. Maybe.
Well, I got a half an hour.
Well, no, a week or 2 weeks.
Oh well, yeah. This won't be.
Won't be happening.
I'll have to do it myself if I can do it all.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, hang on, so folks. Thank you, Auntie Jen. So much. Oh, wonderful. We're down 10 on the Dow, kids. We're up 5 on S&P, and we're up 38 on NASDAQ. Oil's up 41 cents. There it is. What else is going on? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Something bagelish, says Hector. JR, what haven't you done for a while? I don't want to know. I don't think I want to know this. Don't even describe it to me. Don't even know. La 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 la. There we go. All right. Well, we'll find out. We actually talked about this yesterday. You guys have no idea. We're so ahead of you guys. We talked about this. Thank you all, by the way, for being here today, for being members of the channel. Thank you for being members of this channel, subscribers, popping up the thumbs ups for us. It is so much appreciated. We now have a thumbs up count that is showing something like, what is the number now? 142. Thank you all. 142 thumbs uppers today. This is a beautiful thing. Not a lurker. Make it 143, buddy. Thank you. Splair, Buffalo from Canadian-U.S. border. I think I completely know why he's loving it. Probably a difference like Poland to autumn and Spain in summer. Oh, yes. Well, not a lurker. Did I miss anything today? Did you guys talk about anything today that I should be aware of, or should I just watch the rerun at twice the speed? Stephen Butler, my father cleaned the hot tub and sauna at the health club he belonged to so he could use it. They hired him. He thought it is not that hard to keep it clean, so you can use it safely, Bobby, that would be a Mac rum and Coke, please. A Mac rum, please. Yes. You see, I think the toy for the adults in the bag, you get your Big Mac and your fries, and then you get your drink over here. And inside the bag should be those little airline size, vodkas, whiskeys, and rum bottles. That's the toy right there. And you just kind of squeeze the top off and pour it into your little thing. Oh, yes. Make the day go by just a little easier and take some of the pain away from life. I would think. Come on. Just wondering, just pure speculation on my part. Thank you all for popping in here today. We've talked about a number of interesting topics here today. We are noticing Rocket Lab is at 468, up 8 cents. We got SoFi up 3. We got GameStop up 25 cents at 1547. Matterport up 2.5 cents at the moment, doing its best. Gabriel did something. Oh, nice. Way to go there, pal. Nice little profit there on some Unity. Matterport is up 2.5, as I say here. 23andMe is down about 2 cents. Spire's up 13 to 729. ATIP down a dime. Smart Rent up 11. We've got Apple up 145. Goldman up 37, but Cisco's down 30. Tesla down 316. ARC down 31. Microsoft is up 128. Pfizer still down at 2609, down 249. HPQ down 9 cents. Google is up 48. Amazon is up 82. Nvidia is up 840. Unity up 113 today. AI down 45 cents. Adobe down 1144 today at 622, and that is making some folks smile around here. Spiders are up 76 cents, Netflix up 730, triple Qs are up 160, IBM down 113, by the way, Meta up 194, and Vanik up 93 cents. So there you go. A little recap of some of the favorites we like to follow around here. See what's going on. Fun times. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Dude, what did you miss? Not a lurker anymore? Just about the whole thing. Splair, not a lurker. Nothing special. SoFi holding its range while GameStop climbs just a little. TTW is somehow up, and others as well with little gains, while others are losing some ground. BW, 147. Thumbs up, 2 times speed and just caught up. INT Jen, Uncle Bruce sound like Alvin and Theodore chatting it up about stocks. It's hilarious. Splair, BW laughing. Dude, AI coming in to the yoink zone. Hector, every McDonald's restaurant customer should have to sanitize 4 balls from the ball pit before they can eat. Problem solved right there. Coming through this door right here. Reach into this pit, grab 4 balls, head over to that cleaning station, wipe them all up, and then put them into that pit over there. Yes, that's how it should be done. Good luck with that. Definitely. I wonder how often they don't clean the balls in the ball pit. How often don't they clean them at all? And if they do they put somebody in there with one of those pump up type sprayers, and they just spray the balls, and then they mix them up, and then they spray them again, and that's it. Why do children get colds at McDonald's? I don't understand it. Why would they get sick at McDonald's? I mean, it's such a good, lovely hygiene place. Yeah, yikes! Down 14 on the Dow Jones right now. Looks to me, as we are watching this market with great anticipation. Mr. Powell will be Chairman Powell will be in front of the microphone a little later today. It's only 10:23 Eastern, so we have a few gyrations to go through first. And what about if he does say, yeah, we're kind of thinking we might drop rates sometime in 2024? That's a possibility. Does the stock market then go down 500 points? Sell on the news? I mean, how good can the news be? How good can the news be? We've dropped rates 0.5 point right now because we're concerned about a depression happening in the U.S. markets. So the market go up because of that? What do you want? What will it take for the market to go up 1,000 points? What could Powell possibly do to make the markets go any higher than they already are? Dude, spray the balls. You just got to spray the balls. Splair, Cardinal Coin and Bitcoin have a good time lately. I'm not quite sure if they're only Christmas madness or the beginning of a soft landing. I don't know there. JR, my grandson goes to a trampoline place. They don't have balls. It's all foam blocks. Can you imagine those things soaking up the puke? Yuck. Yes, kids sweating their bags off and jumping into these things, and all their sweat coming off into that, and then getting back on with their hands on the thing. Ooh, yeah. Ew, isn't that the word? Ew. Yes. Schitt's Creek. David. Ew. Oh yes. Ooh. I don't know. Spider is up 14 cents. 7.30. AI down 65. Spiders are up 77. Qs are up 160. GameStop up 24. SoFi down 6. That is the story. I'm sticking to it. Yes, interesting stuff. What's going on here? The Dow off 14.5, S&P up 7, NASDAQ up 44. What a tentative slight gain. That's all we got. Slight. Oil up 51 cents, 69.12. We're not going anywhere on oil, are we? Not really. No, not really at all. Thank you all for popping in here and joining us today. It's so great to see you. Thank you for these thumbs ups that you've put out here. And welcome new members. I've noticed just in the last couple of days, the membership numbers are climbing again on this channel. More gold bagel members coming in. We have 150 thumbs up. Thank you. Congratulations, those of you who have become gold bagel members of this channel. I thank you, and I hope you're enjoying the fun times that we seem to be having around here. doing the best we can with what little we have. It's going to be a good year for viewers, I think, of this channel. If you're into option writing, I think you're going to be very happy with 2024. I just do. Karen, maybe I don't want to eat breakfast after all. Slair, I'm up maybe 5%. Would like to change with Spire. There you go. Well, we'll see. All rants deserve more memberships. There you go. All rants. Oh, my. I tell you, what is going to happen and how is it going to go? We're down 17 on the Dow again. We're just under the line. Not going anywhere. We're up 6 on S&P. That's 0.14 of a percentage point. The NASDAQ is up 1/4 of a point. That's it. That's all there is. Powell day today. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. It's all about Jerome Powell. Splair, I'm expecting 2025 to be great, but 2024 could surprise me. Oh, I think you're going to do very well this year, my friend. You're going to become one of the bigger players on this channel. You've got age on your side. The time is your friend. And boy, I think you're going to have all kinds of fun this year. A lot of my viewers this year are going to make returns they never thought possible in the markets. Never thought they could make this kind of steady income from the stock market. A lot of folks are going to quit their jobs this year. A lot of folks are going to say, I can't afford to work anymore. I have to be in front of my computer and my laptop and my phone with Uncle Bruce. I cannot afford to lose these trades to my measly paycheck. It is costing me money. When does Rugman speak today? Yes, that's coming up. We're all Powell dancers today, not pile dancers. We're Powell dancers. Splair, 2 p.m. Eastern is, if I'm right, it's 2 p.m. Eastern time. Powell should be in front of the microphone for that press conference. It should be fun questions. The bond market is waiting with bated breath. JR, Powell dancers. Yeah, baby, Powell dancers. We're Powell dancers today. That's what's going on. We're Powell dancers. Oh man. This should be a fun time coming up here. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Thank you. Welcome. There you go. Woohoo! Oh, here we go. Something's coming in the door. Oh, beautiful Auntie Jen. Here she comes. There it is.
She comes on the run with a bagel, not a bun.
Bagel on a bun. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got us a great jelly bagel, toasted bagel.
And I should have brought it in to do it because it was the first time I opened the Welch's and makes that little
sound. Oh,
that little satisfying
baby. What we did is we bought some plain bagels at Costco, but we sprinkled roasted sesames on top.
Because he's a princess and he needs his sesame seeds. What do you think? I didn't change the setting on the toaster for time, so it's not overly toasted. No. But normally the reason I overly toast the bagels is purely to roast the sesame seeds.
Oh.
And the sesame seeds come out of the bottle roasted.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
This princess is very happy.
Okay.
Oh my!
So good. Our little prince.
Our little prince.
Out there on a planet all by himself.
Having a bagel today, baby.
There you go.
Yeah. So good.
I'm glad you like it.
Surgery day today. Surgeon day today. We're going to see the surgeon.
Yeah, not surgery day. Surgeon.
Yes, we're looking for a whole bunch of things to start in motion starting today.
Yes. That after seeing him, well, before him, you get the x-ray, then you see him. Then once you have your date, then it's the blood test, EKG, swab up your nose, CAT scan, what else? Oh, you have to go to the orientation where they make sure your walker fits you and they give you the bottles of cleanser that you have to do the big body wash the night before and the morning of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But almost all of those things take place in one day.
All
You
pre-prep.
You just keep moving down the hallway and you get it all done.
Next.
You only have to put on the gown once. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We really are.
Yes, I am.
And it's imperative you folks make a lot of money. You guys have to make a lot of money so we can afford to pay for this. Simple as that.
It's as simple as that. Which
We're
means
motivated.
you got to give them good tips. You got to give them good info. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Exactly.
from time to time, you have to eat a bagel on
So
the air.
what happened with Rocket Lab this morning?
Hmm?
So
Rocket Lab is just a little better. I talked about a trade tip the other day on Rocket Lab,
mhm.
and a lot of folks were intrigued by that tip and have taken a good look at that. And of course, all the trade tips that we've done in the last 2 months now. Yeah, we're busy. Rocket Lab has been inching up now back to this 5 level. It's just been slowly doing it. And historically, this stock can go to $8 anytime. I mean, it can range. And so cash secured puts are a great idea on this thing.
There you go.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
No,
a
I
few
thought
other.
something big had happened or something.
No, not yet.
No. Hey, today is Powell Day. Today is Powell Day.
She knows. Oh, yeah. Big time Powell Day today. JR says Powell dancers instead of pole dancers.
Powell dancers. That's what we all are on Powell Day.
JR, Alberta has been displaced from pile dancing to Powell dancers. He's going to be so disappointed. Slayer, hopefully.
Is it a whole bunch of gray-haired people on poles? Powell Day.
Hector,
Bagel,
the memories. Larry, bagel, says Larry. Slayer, jelly time, dude. Oh, yay, not a lurker anymore, just in time. Credit Savage. Up or down, doesn't matter. I like volatility. Just let these gamblers keep buying my covered calls. We're all good. Hector, bagel, Slayer. Bagel, neat, bagel, neat. Splayer, thumbs ups. There you go. As you wish, Princess Uncle Bruce. As you wish. Hector, what a team.
I highly encourage everybody to read the book. It's a great book.
It's a great book. The Big E, bagel. There you go. Dude, the VIX is up, but in a tight range. Hector, bagel members now, feeling more golden today. BW hi-fi stereophonics are set to mid-range and bass. Uncle Bruce is coming in Dolby things. The chew sound is glorious. Oh man, dude. Here, stick this up your nose, laughing out loud. Farmers, good morning all. Has y'all's day been as eventful as mine? Was on a wire pull when we heard a bang like a cannon. Turns out to be an idiot ran off his road forklift to support a column and tore up the lift. Oh my God.
Have you seen Klaus the forklift driver?
Have you seen the video, Klaus the forklift driver? YouTube it. Cindy B, is Jen Jr. coming to help out after?
She is. We just don't know the dates this year because
we find out today.
Is having surgery in January.
We have all kinds of stuff going on. Hector, another life-changing event soon to be. Anti-Gen, new knees in the future.
Maybe just one.
BW Imagine is the $6 million man this slowly built, put together by money that was received by tips. That show would have been boring for sure. Dude, and here I'm with no bagels in the kitchen. Dude, when Uncle Bruce eats a bagel, everything is right in the garden.
That's right.
It's all right in the garden.
The seeds are growing.
The seeds have been planted in the garden.
Did your mothers tell you that too? That's why you didn't swallow apple seeds? Because the apple tree would grow in your stomach.
Really?
Yeah. Your mother never told you that. Did you eat the seeds?
No.
You're probably crazy enough you ate the whole apple. There are people who eat the whole apple.
There are. I don't do that.
I don't do that. Yeah.
I'm not a whole apple eater. No.
But for some reason, sunflower seeds didn't have the same issue. Which even as a child, I thought, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Because we had sunflowers being raised down in the southern part of Alberta where it's stinky hot. We have sunflower seeds.
But you would only, you break the seed. You break the outside of the.
Well, yeah.
Okay. And then eat the seed inside.
So there are people who eat the entire seed too.
Ooh,
I know there's something wrong with people.
what's that all about? That's got to come out whole, too.
And then they came out with Spitz, is the brand name of the sunflower seeds that are produced down
Yeah.
in that. Yeah. Spitz.
Weird.
But we still had our own sunflowers.
True.
And
True.
the challenge was mother trying to keep 5 children away from them until they were actually big enough that now you could eat them.
Mm.
Yeah. And saving some for next year.
Well, yeah, good luck with that with the kids.
Yeah, that's right. These ones are for growing next year. Yeah.
Good luck handling 5 kids. No wonder your mother was
Insane.
insane.
Yeah, she's insane. Yeah. 4 kids, 4 years. Insane.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Comments. Okay, what's going on here? Farmless. I'm having a fried bologna sandwich with a Mountain Dew for breakfast.
Oh no! I'll go with the fried bologna, but not the Mountain Dew.
Hector, Antigen, keep needing new parts so Uncle Bruce doesn't quit doing this.
Yeah, that's right. So he can just chow down on his bagel.
Alex, Uncle Jen, I lived in fear of apples growing in my stomach. Still ate the whole damn apple though.
No, but you get that part, like the outside of the shell. You get that hard part in the apple. It would cut your gums alive.
Crazy.
And I was an adult before I knew that you could rip an apple in half.
Rip an apple in half.
You can take an apple. Here's my hands. Here we go. You can take an apple and rip it in half.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I was an adult. How did I not know that as a child?
My mom used to say we'd grow potatoes out of our ears if we didn't clean them.
Oh.
We believed her and bought a lot of Q-tips.
Yeah, but the Q-tips force the wax into your ears.
Bobby, my granddad was from the World War II years. He ate way too much of the apple. Never forgot that.
Yeah, right.
Fool of a took. Bruce, I've managed to roll my spider calls up by $10 to $4.45 to $4.55. Still $10 in the money. I increased the risk from 3 to 10. Don't have the capital to increase the risk any further. Got it. We just need a little pullback and we're on our way. BW, the apple core is to be eaten by animals and not by former roommates. That was gross to watch. Fool of a took. I'm hoping for a drop. I'm with you, my friend. Hector, my breakfast will be Mexican I can't pronounce it.
Hi.
What? Something with chicken. Dude, Uncle Bruce has gotten so fancy he'll only eat off a cutting board now.
Well, no.
It's what I was presented.
Well,
okay, I didn't ask for it.
We don't really have small plates.
That's true. IR Aaron, jelly. BW Farmless loaded in mayo. Alex, dude, that's funny. JR, apple processing with Uncle Bruce. Hector, JR, put nothing smaller than your elbow into your ears.
That's right.
Farmless by BW. No, I hate mayo. Extra sharp cheddar cheese and mustard, please.
Oh.
There you go. That's
extra sharp
someone
cheddar
likes
cheese.
Someone likes that.
Do they have it down here? The Imperial. Where's my hand? The Imperial. It's about yay big around. It's a little red tub of Imperial, and it is a sharp cheddar cheese spread. So it's a little softer. It's not hard cheese.
I think they do. I think the US has that.
If you're making a cheese ball for Christmas, you better have Imperial.
Dude says Uncle Bruce won't eat off a small plate.
Well,
now.
he is a prince.
Wow, he is fancy. I'm a prince.
He's a fancy.
I'm a fancy dancy guy.
He's a fancy.
It's got to be the best or nothing at all.
Oh, thank you, sir. You left me a little crumb.
Dude, get the small plates out of this house. Splair, my breakfast was only a honey melon. Now lunchtime will be fancy rice prepared in Mexican style with salsa sauce, garlic, cucumber, onions, San Marzano tomatoes. Can't wait.
Whoa.
JR, ooh, sharp cheddar, drooling. Hector, Larry tried to send no more vinyl records, just send small plates. Karen, I learned so much here. It's incredible what I learned.
Don't eat the whole apple.
See?
Right covered call.
Twist it open.
Twist the apple. Everybody try that. Now you have to go, you twist it from top to bottom, right?
So the little thing is sticking out on the top and that's how you twist it?
Yeah, you got the Where's my hand? You got the top in one hand and the bottom in the other hand.
Mm.
No, sorry.
What you learn?
No, that's not what you do. The apple is sitting. The apple is sitting sideways. You don't go top to bottom. You go sideways.
Okay. Are you confused now? Watch a YouTube video. You'll figure it out. Or use a knife.
Sure.
I know. Use a knife.
But when you're a kid, we didn't get our pocket knives till we were 12. You know, my dad wasn't going to let us hurt ourselves. Yeah.
There you go. Fool of a took, not writing the puts until the market tells me what to do. If it doesn't pull back today, I'll write those, take up more cash. If it does drop, I'll write much lower. Outs, of course. Farmless, right. No, it is Watonga OK cheese. They used to have the Watonga Cheese Festival. Sadly, not anymore.
Oh,
Watonga. Larry Hector Salamanca. He's laughing. Dude, I'm only kidding. We know how humble you are, the humble princess.
The humble princess.
To be honest, I cheat and buy pre-boiled rice. Makes the time effort lower to less than an hour. There you go.
Well, and by here's a little, good gut information. By having your rice pre-cooked and then reheating it, same with pasta, reheating it makes it better for your digestive system.
Well, there you go.
It has to go further along the track to get digested, and so you're making all of your digestive system work.
And you thought we talked about puts and calls. What if I only send 45s that can be used as plates? Cindy B, full of a took. I'm the same boat with you on the spider. Alex, I'm going to have to rewatch this apple crushing little bit here. Larry, is this legal? JR, the word is pronounced chilaquiles. 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 That's
probably chilaquiles.
Chilaquile. I know it's chicken something. Fool of a took. I did the same thing with spiders. Moved up from 445 to 450, but I had to widen my spreads a couple of hundred, but took an extra bit to do so if we can get a drop back to the 430s. Hector, trade tip later on, Uncle B. Yep, later on. Roll further out and fix it. Splayer. Well, maybe I should start pre-boiling more myself. Thanks, Anti-Gen. BW. Gut biomes with Anti-Gen and Stockmars with Bruce is a win-win show. That's all there is to it. We're just winning here. Those of you coming in.
Well, come on here and we'll tell you.
What you didn't know that you could know. How about that? Well, I'm leaving everybody.
Back with food.
We're down to 3 minutes to go.
Are we?
We're almost done. Yeah, Splair's crying.
Here at the end.
She's never here at the end. She's always lounging with her bonbons out in the living room. She's just eating her fruit and having her chocolate. Bonbons. Service me.
That's what I do all day.
Service me. I need a new hip. I can't do that. Go bring me more chocolates. Bring me biscuits. Bring me cookies.
Yesterday we went to Trader Joe's. Because it's Christmas.
Confess your sins.
They have all of the good Christmas goodies.
What did we buy? Oh, geez.
I don't think we bought anything that would be considered what my mother would consider good food.
Good food.
It wasn't good food. We bought a variety of chocolate, the taster caramel set, because it's going to be good. What else? Oh, cookies. Speculoos. Huh?
Speculoos.
Gotta love those speculoos. Yeah, I don't think we bought real food.
See, I don't think Credit Savage saying. Can I just tell you guys, if you make rice and first cook it with a spoonful of butter for a few minutes, then throw in some spoonful of chicken bouillon, you will make the most delicious rice. There you go. Fabulous.
And you know what the secret to that recipe is?
Butter. My gut is so messed up. The tapeworm I took to lose weight died. Splair, wishing you all a successful and relaxed day. Thank you, Splair. Fool said, I rolled to Jan 12. When you're in the money, the further out you roll, the more it costs you. So there's definitely a balance there. Hector, yes. Chill at the Keelays. Chill at Keelays. JR, we're just giddy with Powell anticipation. Convo degrading into Apple processing and things growing out of various body orifices.
It's because I'm so happy today.
I'm just so happy.
I'm just so happy.
Oh my gosh.
My poor doctor must really be afraid. Just want to kiss him on the lips.
Yeah. I wonder.
You're my favorite person in the world right now.
Oh my gosh.
You and the team. I'm just gonna kiss you off.
What is going to happen? We're down about a half a point on the Dow right now. The S&P's up 9, Nasdaq's up
It's not
47,
gonna do anything.
oil's
till
up
they talk.
50 until Powell speaks. We don't know. EIEA reports U.S. gas supplies are up 400,000 barrels last week. U.S.
EIEIO.
distillate stockpiles are up 1.5 barrels, so that could be lower prices. That could mean lower prices. But U.S. crude inventories are down 4.2 million barrels. So go figure on the barrels, but the distillates. And bottom line is Americans aren't using as much gasoline as they were expected to be using. And
That's the Canadian version of Old MacDonald.
E-I-E-I-O.
E-I-E-I-A?
E-I-E-I-O. Okay. Oh my goodness. Credit Savage. Add water after you've cooked it with the butter, of course, and throw in the bouillon after the water.
Yes.
Larry Titus, Antigen, living that good life.
Yes.
Dude, chili, killie, say it fast. I can't do it. BW, Uncle Bruce, absolutely lame for that. It's absolutely lame that for the FOMC that Jay Powell only and always says scripted answers and never a direct off-the-cuff question. It's like watching a play rehearsal and all know the answer first. There you go. Hector, GameStop is zooming 1562 up 40 cents. Splair, interesting idea, Credit. We'll try it before I plan to cook for more than one person. It's only hard during the week if you spend 2 hours in the kitchen, a single meal for yourself. There you go.
Yeah.
Tough times.
It's hard, but it's fun.
Splair needs to make so much money that he has a chef full-time handling all of his dietary needs. Then he has a housekeeper looking after the servants and housekeepers.
Who doubles as a masseuse and a physical trainer.
No. You have a masseuse that's a separate person entirely, and you have a workout master that's another completely different. You have a staff of 15 people to look after all your needs, including transportation and everything else. That's how it's done.
Social secretary.
Splair is going to make real money. He's not going to make chump change money. He's going to make real money around here.
You're also jealous because he's young.
Well, there it is. BW, dude, hooked on phonics. Credit Savage. I hope everyone has a great day. I would be so cool if Uncle Bruce came on for half an hour during the Powell speak, laughing out loud. Oh yeah, well, let's watch paint walk dry together. Hector, Powell dancers.
You could come up, not talk, just eat.
Just sit here and eat something. A screenshot from my food file, says Splair. Honestly, I'm making up a screenshot from my food file. Flint Creek, Powell dancing. Oh my. Dancing. Flint, where is Alberto? He's practicing on the pole dancing. Oh, I just need to find someone in the warm areas. If it's easier, you have a girl to cook for. There you go. JR, I think he is stuck in the casino trying to win money off the biotech guy. He's on the cruise ship. That's right. He was in St. Thomas, I think, yesterday. So no, San Martin yesterday, I think, is survivor.
Yes, that's right. He was in
San
Martin. Probably St. Thomas.
We'll hear from him when he's back. Don't you worry. He's spending that option money right now. Some of it. Dude, Jay Powell comes out eating a bagel, munching on the mic. That's what's going to happen.
Can you imagine picking sesame seeds out of his teeth?
Well, the interest rate policy going forward for this country. Flint Creek, JR, this is too much for me. We're up 14 on the Dow. We got a little rally going on the Dow. Bagel rally. We're down 10 on S&P. We're up 10 on S&P. We're up 47 on NASDAQ. We're up 58 cents on oil. That's the story at the moment that we see here. That's all I can say. Not much more I can say about that. Spire down 3, AI down 57. The spiders are up $1.08. Qs are up 161. GameStop up 39 to 1561. SoFi is up a penny. Apple is up 166. Enphase down 248. Netflix up $10, but Adobe down 1080 at 622. I know a guy and a girl and others that are into iron condors on Adobe, and they love it when it's under 630, big time. Mm-hmm. That is what we're watching here, and shrinkage of contracts. Credit Savage. Birdie is either lunging, having fun, relaxing, pile dancing, buying a Rolex, or he's in jail on that ship. A fool of a took.
He's in the brig.
We need them to go down, says fool of a took. Splair, this would be lovely from Rugman if he would only have a PayPal account for donations. I bet Rugman would think differently. There you go. There you go.
That's right. He'd be out there pulling the rug.
He'd be pulling the rug out in no time. Tesla's down $3, and we'll see how it goes. Nvidia's up 6. Yeah, Adobe down 1109. There you go. The Dow up 25. S&P up 10. Nasdaq up 44. That's the story. I'm sticking to it, folks. thank you very much for joining Jennifer and I today. It was great to have you here. The thumbs up meter has come in here at about, what is it now, 159. If any of you out there are able to hit the thumbs up button, or if you're watching on the rerun, nail that sucker. 41 thumbs ups more, and we've got 200 thumbs ups today. Thank you all for helping out on this thing. This is good stuff. We thank you so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep an eye on the Powell paint dry show. And let's see the reaction of the markets. And don't forget overnight and tomorrow morning, and we'll be here tomorrow to recap. Don't forget tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, primetime live for Gold Bingo members. Join me, and let's review the Powell thing together and see what he said and what's happening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on here? Flint Creek, Dear SoFi. Go. There you go. Yes, credits.
He's just been waiting for the gun.
See, credit savage. End faces down $5-6 today. Cash secured. Put time maybe. Hector, neat. Big E, neat. Jr. Got a hungry. Had to go make some sourdough toast. SoFi is hardly defending the $8 border here. Stephen Butler, thanks, Bruce and Jen. You betcha. Karen D, neat. Splair, sourdough sounds fancy. Thumbs ups. All right. Good. It sounds good and fancy. Have a great day, everybody. We'll keep an eye on the markets with you and see how it all works out. Make a bunch of money out there. Grab the dinero. And thank you all for your support. We'll catch you tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Otherwise, tomorrow morning, first thing. All right, guys. Bye for now before I get whacked. Okay, see you later.
Bye.